What an awesome day for a pump, dude.
Yeah, I gotta take it easy. Doc says if I exert myself, I will die.
You overexert yourself, you will die.
I'll tell you what, you finish the workout, all these could be yours. That looks good. A little bit of honey ham for the ham. Get after it, and that's your, nope, get after it, and that's your treat. Stay, do the exercise, do the work, then you get the reward. That's how this works, man. You gotta give it max effort, maximum effort. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Big hams. Make it work, those hams. Work. Putting in the work. Yeah, baby. Yes. Dude, this is a spicy workout. Gotta make it worth it. Building the beef and bringing home the bacon, baby. I'm loving it. Teriyaki is just about within your reach. Come on, get you some. Come on. Ooh, ooh. Maximum effort. Maximum effort. You're there. You're almost there.
That's so worth it.
What am I supposed to say?
It doesn't matter. Your daddy ain't listening to you anyway.
I'm hungry.
No. Put it away. Put it, I can't watch it. Whoa, crap. Just reach in. You gotta pull it, just grab it, just take it out of his hand. What do you mean you can't?
Let go.
What do you mean you won't let go? He's dead.
Help me. Get in there.
No, just hold on.
Make him let go of it. No, I got you. Just go in for a hug. Go and get on in there. It's a bad loss. Yeah, hug him up. Just reach, hug him up.
He's breathing. On the other side.
Go.
I can't do it.
Help me, Lord. Help me get over this loss.
I can't breathe.
Yeah, I can't breathe. I'm so upset. I can't breathe. Stop. You knock on wood so they go to heaven. It's like a lucky. Hey, get the stick.
Yeah.
Hey, do you the meat stick?
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, just hold tight for a second. They're moving the casket. Just hold tight.
Yeah, that's no worries. I got it.
Oh man, this is incredible.
Wow.
Huh?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Hey man, grab your meat stick. I think I can reach it if I just a little more. Just let me go a little. I can't. Just a little more. I almost got it. Careful! Oh God! No, come on, just reach. Reach. Just grab my hand. Grab my hand.
Give me the meat stick. This other hand's closer. The one with the stick is. Oh.
What do you make of this up here? Just showed up in the yard a couple days
Does a
ago.
dog been digging in here?
I don't think so, dude. That goes way down in there. Seriously, did you just lose your meat stick?
Yeah.
Oh, no. There's something in there, dude. Just leave it.
Are you kidding me?
We'll just head to the house. Just leave it.
The hell with that.
Oh! Ah, yeah, there's something in there. Ah!
Want one?
Oh, thank you.
It was worth it.
Oh, what an awesome day for a pump, dude.
Yeah, I gotta take it easy. Doc says if I exert myself, I will die.
You overexert yourself, you will die.
I'll tell you what, you finish the workout, all these could be yours. That looks good. A little bit of honey ham for the ham. Get after it, and that's your, no, get after it, and that's your treat. Stay, do the exercise, do the work, then you get the reward. That's how this works, man. You gotta give it max effort, maximum effort. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Big hams. Make it work, those hams. Work 'em. Putting in the work. Yeah, baby. Yes. This is a spicy workout. Gotta make it worth it. Building the beef and bringing home the bacon, baby. I'm loving it. Teriyaki is just about within your reach. Come on, get you something. Come on. Maximum effort. Maximum effort. You're there. You're almost there.
Oh, so worth it.
What am I supposed to say?
It doesn't matter. Your daddy ain't listening to you anyway.
I'm hungry.
No. Put it away. Put it. I can't watch it. Oh, crap. Just reach in. You gotta pull it. Just grab it. Just take it out of his hand. You just. What do you mean you can't? Go. What do you mean you won't let go? He's dead.
Help me.
Get in here.
No, just hold on.
Make him let go of it. No, I got you. Just go in for a hug. Go and get on in there. It's a bad loss. Yeah, hug him up. Just reach, hug him up. Other side. Go.
I can't do it.
Help me, Lord. Help me get over this loss.
I can't breathe.
I can't breathe. I'm so upset. I can't breathe. Stop. You knock on wood so they go to heaven. It's like a lucky. Get the stick. Hey, do you the meat stick?
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, just hold tight for a second. They're moving the casket. Just hold tight.
Yeah, that's no worries. I got it.
Oh man, this is incredible. Huh?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Hey man, grab me a meat stick. I think I can reach it if I do a little more. Just let me go a little. I can't. Just a little more. I almost got it. Careful! Oh God! No, come on, just reach. Just grab my hand. Grab my hand.
Give me the meat stick. This other hand's closer. The one with the stick is. Oh.
What do you make of this up here? Just showed up in the yard a couple days
Does a
ago.
dog been digging in here?
I don't think so, dude. That goes way down in there. Seriously, did you just lose your meat stick?
Yeah.
Oh, no. There's something in there, dude. Just leave it.
Are you kidding me?
We'll just head to us. Just leave it.
The hell with that.
Oh! Ah, yeah, there's something in there. Ah!
Want one?
Yeah. Thank you.
It was worth it.
Oh, what an awesome day for a pump, dude.
Yeah, I gotta take it easy. Doc says if I exert myself, I will die.
You overexert yourself, you will die.
I tell you what, you finish the workout, all these could be yours. That looks good. A little bit of honey ham for the ham. Get after it, and that's your, no, get after it, and that's your treat. Hey, do the exercise, do the work, then you get the reward. That's how this works, man. You gotta give it max effort, maximum effort. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Big hams. Make it work, those hams. Work 'em. Putting in the work. Yeah, baby. Yes. This is a spicy workout. Make it worth it. Building the beef and bringing home the bacon, baby. I'm loving it. Teriyaki is just about within your reach. Come on, get you some. Come on. Maximum effort. Maximum effort. You're there. You're almost there.
Oh, so worth it.
What am I supposed to say?
It doesn't matter. He ain't listening to you anyway.
I'm hungry.
No. Put it away. I can't watch it. Oh, crap. Just reach in. You gotta pull it. Just grab it. Just take it out of his hand. You just what do you mean you can't?
Let go.
What do you mean you won't let go? He's dead.
Help me.
Get in there.
No, just hold on.
Make him let go of it. No, I got you. Just go in for a hug. Go and get on in there. It's a bad loss. Yeah, hug him up. Just reach, hug him up.
He's breathing.
On the other side. Go.
I can't.
Just-
I can't do it. Help!
Help me, Lord. Help me get over this loss.
I can't breathe.
Yeah, I can't breathe. I'm so upset. I can't breathe. Stop. You knock on wood so they go to heaven. It's like a lucky. Get the stick. Yeah. Hey, did you get the meat stick?
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, just hold tight for a second. They're moving the casket. Just hold tight.
Yeah, it's no worries. I got it.
Oh man, this is incredible.
Wow.
Huh?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Hey man, grab me the meat stick. I think I can reach it if I just a little more. Just let me go a little. I can't. Just a little more. I almost got it. Careful! Oh God! No, come on, just reach. Just grab my hand. I can't grab my hand.
Give me the meat stick. This other hand's closer. The one with the stick is.
Oh.
What do you make of this up here? Just showed up in the yard a couple days ago.
Dog been digging in there?
I don't think so, dude. That goes way down in there. Seriously, did you just lose your meat stick?
Yeah.
Oh, no. There's something in there, dude. Just leave it.
Are you kidding me?
We'll just head to the house. Just leave it.
The hell with that.
Oh! Ah, yeah. There's something in there. Ah!
Want one?
Thank you.
It was worth it.
Oh, what an awesome day for a pump, dude.
Yeah, I gotta take it easy. Doc says if I exert myself, I will die.
You overexert yourself, you will die.
I'll tell you what, you finish the workout, all these could be yours. That looks good. A little bit of honey ham for the ham. Get after it, and that's your treat. Do the exercise, do the work, then you get the reward. That's how this works, man. You gotta give it max effort, maximum effort. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Big hams. Make it work, those hams. Work 'em. Putting in the work. Yeah, baby. Yes. This is a spicy workout. Make it worth it. Building the beef and bringing home the bacon, baby. I'm loving it. Teriyaki is just about within your reach. Come on, get you some. Come on. Maximum effort. Maximum effort. You're there. You're almost there.
Oh, so worth it.
What am I supposed to say?
It doesn't matter. He ain't listening to you anyway.
I'm hungry.
No. Put it away. I can't watch it. Oh, crap. Just reach in. You gotta pull it. Just grab it. Just take it out of his hand. You just bring it. You can't.
Let go.
What do you mean he won't let go? He's dead.
Help me.
Get in there.
No, just hold on.
Make him let go of it. No, I got you. Just go in for a hug. Go and get on in there. It's a bad loss. Yeah, hug him up. Just reach. Hug him up.
He's breathing.
On the other side. Go.
I can't.
Just-
I can't do it. Help!
Help me, Lord. Help me get over this loss.
I can't breathe.
Yeah, I can't breathe. I'm so upset. I can't breathe. Stop. You knock on wood so they go to heaven. It's like a lucky. Get the stick.
Yeah.
Hey, do you the meat stick?
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, just hold tight for a second. They're moving the casket. Just hold tight.
Yeah, that's no worries. I got it.
Oh man, this is incredible.
Wow.
Huh?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Hey man, grab me a meat stick. I think I can reach it if I just a little more. Just let me go a little. I can't. Just a little more. I almost got it. Careful! Oh God! No, come on, just reach. Just grab my hand. I can't hold it. Grab my hand.
Give me the meat stick. This other hand's closer. The one with the stick is. Oh.
What do you make of this up here? Just showed up in the yard a couple days ago.
Dog been digging in here?
I don't think so, dude. That goes way down in there. Seriously, did you just lose your meat stick?
Yeah.
Oh, no. There's something in there, dude. Just leave it.
Are you kidding me?
We'll just head to this. Just leave it.
Hell with that.
Oh! Yeah. There's something in there. Ah!
Want one?
Thank you.
It was worth it.
Oh, what an awesome day for a pump, dude.
Yeah, I gotta take it easy. Doc says if I exert myself, I will die.
You overexert yourself, you will die.
I'll tell you what, you finish the workout, all these could be yours. That looks good. A little bit of honey ham for the ham. Get after it, and that's your get after it, and that's your treat. Do the exercise, do the work, then you get the reward. That's how this works, man. You gotta give it max effort, maximum effort. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Big hams. Make it work, those hams. Work 'em. Putting in the work. Yeah, baby. Yes. Dude, this is a spicy workout. Make it worth it. Building the beef and bringing home the bacon, baby. I'm loving it. Teriyaki is just about within your reach. Come on, get you some. Come on. Maximum effort. Maximum effort. You're there. You're almost there.
Oh, so worth it.
What am I supposed to say?
It doesn't matter. He's dead. He ain't listening to you anyway.
I'm hungry.
No. Put put it away. I can't watch it. Oh, crap. Just reach in. You gotta pull it. Just grab it. Just take it out of his hand. What do you mean you can't?
Let go.
What do you mean you won't let go? He's dead.
Help me.
Get in there.
Now just hold on.
Make him let go of it. No, I got you. Just go in for a hug. Go and get on in there. It's a bad loss. Yeah, hug him up. Just reach, hug him up. On the other side. Go.
I can't do it.
Help me, Lord. Help me get over this loss.
I can't breathe.
I can't breathe. I'm so upset. I can't breathe. Stop. You knock on wood so they go to heaven. It's like a lucky. Get the stick. Yeah. Hey, do the meat stick?
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, just hold tight for a second. They're moving the casket. Just hold tight.
Yeah, that's no worries. I got it.
Oh man, this is incredible.
Wow.
Huh?
Yeah, you're cool.
It is pretty cool. Hey man, grab your meat stick. I think I can reach it if I just a little more. Just let me go a little. I can't. Just a little more. I almost got it.
Careful.
Oh God. No, come on, just reach. Just grab my hand. Grab my hand.
Give me the meat stick. This other hand's closer. The one with the stick is. Oh.
Welcome everyone here to the NECC Esports Marvel Rivals in the Summer. I am Global Special Zone Wolfie's Correction. and I'm joined by my good friend ToTryHardRay. Ray, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling absolutely fantastic. NECC opening week of their Summer Rivals tournament. It's going to be a great time. And we got two amazing teams going at it. We got University of Central Florida Knights going up against University of Houston Eternal.
Yeah, two hard teams. And I do believe you did give me an update. They were both undefeated until recently, where one did get one little loss, right?
Yeah, the UCF Knights took a loss July 8th, 2 days ago, to Georgia Tech Gold. They ended up losing 3-0, which is very interesting because coming into this, before these last couple of days happened, Houston and UCF had one common opponent, which was CSUF Blue, and the Knights had beat them 3-0 while Houston beat them 3-2. So I'm like, okay, Knights, beat them a little more, convincingly. Maybe you favor them a little bit coming into this match. But then I saw that the Knights lost to Georgia Tech Gold. In the meantime, University of Houston beat Georgia Tech Gold 3-0 back on June 26th. It was a while ago, so anything could have changed from then and there. But that's also another shocking twist here.
Yeah, and with both these players going against each other, here's the thing. You don't need to be the best team in the world. You just need to be the best players on that day. You just need to be able to be ready to go and raring to it as the strikes and the bans are occurring. So we'll give you an update as soon as we can on these matches. But talk about the last minute. This is interestingly enough between, Ray and I, we are going to be essentially the last few covering this this old patch. The new patch will be dropping very soon. So there's a lot of changes that are going to happen, but will not be happening today.
Yeah, so this is the last week of the round robin before they go into I believe it's a 16-team bracket starting next week.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be on the new patch. So all the games should be finishing up today or tomorrow. I think it's today, though. I think they're supposed to be up before the new patch. And then teams will have essentially a week to start getting ready on the new patch, which is going to be interesting because Phoenix is going to be introduced into the game. So that's going to be that much more interesting. I mean, the Squirrel Girl homing missile comes in. So It's going to be fantastic. A lot of things for the teams to get acclimated with before next week.
Yeah, Phoenix when she came in, Marvel Rebel fans were afraid. Marvel vs. Capcom players were afraid. They all know the power of the Dark Phoenix, and as well as the explosive player. This character has so much potential with it. An interesting Squirrel Girl changes with the homing one. Does have infinite range for what we've seen. Like, it won't dissipate. It'll just keep homing on. You just need to be in the range of it as a way to kind of address, the strength of these flyers. Because if it isn't painfully obvious right now, Ray, it's a flyer meta. It's a flyer meta.
Yeah, that's one thing to keep in mind, folks, as this series will be starting shortly. As we mentioned, flyer meta galore right now. A lot of Iron Man, a lot of Ultron. The Stark Protocol team up is absolutely bonkers, and it just allows these two flyers to just have free reign in the air. And then, outside the rest of it, it's also a lot of poke coming in. A lot of Magnetos who have a lot of defensive capabilities to help themselves protect themselves against those flyers, and can also just unleash a lot of damage. Is always going to be good against those flyers because it can absorb all the projectiles that they're throwing out to make the ult that much more dangerous.
Yeah, plenty of Punisher, as we also seen as well, to address the flyers. It's always the hit scan characters that always come into fruition when we see a flyer start to get out of control. But despite all of that, they still have insane strengths, with Johnny Storm receiving some pretty small changes that actually just really elevated up with there, and Storm also just she has both team ups currently, right? Is that still how it works?
You have the team up with Human Torch, obviously, where you can combine your ultimates and create the fire tornado, but you also have the one with Jeff, if Jeff is going to be a popular support pick, where they could also combine to make the Jeff NATO. So those are two very key ones, especially with. It's so funny because when I first started playing Rivals, Jeff was kind of just like that. I'm Jeff, I'm just kind of a funny, funny troll pick. But now Jeff's actually became a pretty strong pick in the meta.
Yeah, I love all the Jeff players who complain, and I like, you watch them play, and I'm like, you're the one who's not healing the team. You're the one who's going in the back line and harassing while I'm getting beaten up on the front line, asking for heals. So I'm really interested to see how the changes will affect it out there, especially with the new team up with the symbiote. And we're going to go ahead and see the pick and bans. It did come in. They banned the BP, the Black Panther domination map, and they picked Hell's Heaven.
Yeah, so so Brennan Brennan T'Challa got banned. So that means we'll be going to Hell's Haven, which that is going to be an interesting one. It's there's still going to be plenty of space for flyers to have their room to shine, but it's also much more enclosed. Like, the points themselves, when you get there and you're able to fight on them, they got a lot of openings, but on your way pathing to there, it makes it tougher. So if a team who's not going to run a bunch of flyers and is running counters to them, if they can get point control first and take away all that space, these points can be very tough for this flyer composition on Hell's Haven.
And we'll see how it works out with both of them just preparing out to get in here. Do like the picks and bans. So if you guys don't know about the structure here, and which was like a nice little introduction to me, which I was highly appreciated about, where you actually have like a rotation where you go from different maps, different map styles as well, with I believe it's the Payload one being the last one in that rotation. So we'll have to see what they'll go ahead and do on here. So I'm going to take a look at it right now. Yes, so each team will pick one domination map, and it goes from the domination to convergence to the convergence to convoy, and it just kind of goes on from there for a lot of rounds, plenty of games to play. And we're going to see the fans come in. You got the maps done on lock. I was just like, oh, I think I know what map they were talking about. You just said its full government name, ready to go.
Yeah, we have to also keep in mind that the ban Brennan T'Challa was from UCF, and then Houston was the one who picked Hell's Haven. So that's gonna be the big question: are they looking to go to a map where the Flyers might have a little bit more difficulty? I mean, you think about it. I can't remember the name of the exact point, on Hell's Haven, but it's the one where the main point goes up and down, and it's got like all the rocks and walls on the side.
Yeah.
That one has a lot of like flanky paths like on the side that flyers can take, but it's also once you get through those wall openings and to the point area, it's very open and exposed, so it's a lot there's not as much to hide behind if you're a flyer as well. As now we're going to enter the ban and protect phase for these squads.
Everfrost, real strong pick, has so much synergy as well, so I am not surprised to see it. And already Ultron being hovered, much to my dismay.
Yeah, and folks, keep in mind the Eternals are on the bottom and UCF is on the top. So Eternals in red, UCF in blue for this ban and pick phase. As we mentioned, the Ultron, how strong Ultron is right now, the protect coming in. I think that's going to say a lot about what University of Houston is trying to play here as Magneto. As I talked about, the poke kind of situation we're in has a lot of defensive capabilities. It can still fire at those flyers. I think it's a good protect coming in from UCF.
Yeah, a much needed pick. Not really like a pick I like to see it get, kind of taken away. And we're going to see Hela as well. So they really want to be protecting those flyers. Hela, another hit scan character, plenty of it. And as well as being the Loki getting banned away. So just utterly denying a great, fantastic healer with a strategist that we've seen a lot popping up in recent competitive games.
Yeah, that makes, a lot of things interesting. Is now we're going to see the Luna Snow get protected from the side of the Knights. I mean, the Fate of Both Worlds is just a very strong ultimate. Very few things can take it down, outside of an Iron Man and like a Meteor M from Magneto. And
as well as the fact that being able to switch the damage amp on the last second. We've seen so many shenanigans with Namor's Whale, where at the last second, because it calculates when it's about to hit the ground, is when it'll get the damage on here. And we're going to see another ban on Johnny Storm being taken away.
It's very interesting. Now the final protect will be coming in. So I don't know, because, they save Ultron and they get rid of Johnny Storm. So to me, maybe the only flyers they're looking to run is Ultron and Iron Man, just that classic combo, as they will protect the Luna Snow for themselves as well, which is going to be interesting because UCF protected Magneto from themselves and banned it from the other side. So definitely going to make things a bit harder for the tank line of Houston.
Yeah, and it looks going to be the Black Panther striked away. And honestly, it's been a while since I've seen teams just kind of go for, hey, we're going to keep this character, but prevent the other team from happening it. Most teams just like to kind of handshake it and say like, hey, we'll protect this pick and we're going to let each other kind of have it. But it's a powerful statement and it's an investment pick. That takes a lot of resources within the pick and ban stages.
Yeah, and just taking a look at these compositions highlighted for the University of Houston specifically, it's that classic combo that we used to see back in the early seasons of that Iron Man, the Hulk and the Doctor Strange, with the Iron Man as well in Fru. Obviously, that team up is no longer available, but it is still a strong combo between the two. The Doctor Strange, obviously, Eye of Agamotto, very powerful ultimate, and then that shield's just going to do a lot to help protect your team against these flyers. For the side of the Knights, they are going to, play that Magneto like we expected, them protecting themselves, but interestingly enough, they're going to solo tank it with their Magneto. As I say that, they are going to play the Groot as well, which I think Groot is also another fantastic choice. A lot of damage available for the Groot. Not as much. I mean, you have the walls, but you're more using the walls as, trapping mechanisms and being able to throw down more damage.
Yeah, and if you look on Eternal's end, and if you didn't pay attention to, the supports, this looks like the day one meta. When you also have all that coming in here, we're seeing a early portal being used. A very interesting term. It gets someone right behind it. They're immediately going for the brawl. Lots of action and damage being played out there, but the Hulk immediately just forced out onto the Bruce banner, trying to go on through and immediately switching off, being able to come on back. I love the utilization of it, and the trade comes into play with both Iron Men being able to get on there. Barack Games is able to take out Scully, and as well as Poop Dog with the Iron Man. The duel happening in this guy's the dogfight. And it's gonna be able to get a huge win for the Eternals. And a very interesting play with the portal.
Yeah, that was quite the first fight for these. I've actually never seen the portal tech like that. I think that was a genius plan to be able to have their Hulk go back in and come out and just it was brilliant. And now they have total control at this point. Their Iron Man and Ultron just have free reigns of the sky, so it's going to make things tough for UCF. It's going to rely a lot on summoning to find something on this Punisher.
Remember when I talked about the day one team comp with Doctor Strange, Iron Man, and Hulk? They literally just did the day one strategy from the very start of the game, getting that portal out. It somehow works, I guess, if it doesn't matter the history of it. Just gotta make sure you're able to secure it on there, but here comes the pulse shot, gets no one actually. Not even a blocked attempt, as they're just the Knights are just getting corralled and trapped in this small little corridor. And look at this Ultron going huge with the triple kill, finally finding some way to make it on back. But damn, Ultron's got the damage down, and the Eternals will still be able to hold on.
So it was the combo of the pulse cannon getting damage down but not finding kills, and then obviously the Stark protocol with the beam from the Ultron able to damage the enemies, pierce them. It just unleashes so much damage onto the field. UCF can now re-engage it. They're going to have a lot of ultimates on their table. The only thing I'm questioning a little bit is the Psylocke. It just feels weird trying to play that into these double flyers and the value you actually get out of it.
Yeah, there's no that synergy. Here comes a huge ult from Doctor Strange, able to secure one, but surely will be traded right away as this Iron Man is able to secure two. Cordon trying to find some way to do it, but the ults are just coming out, and wow, an ult on top of the Lunar Stone, just gonna go ahead and for comfort utilizing that dash for positioning. Cordon trying to get away, and oh my goodness, barely able to stay alive with Magneto, but dies with the ult. I think just gonna hold on to this one. Eternals just seem to have a death grip on this mid.
Yeah, they're absolutely dominating this Iron Man and Ultron from the side of UH with Poop Dog and Dr. Tallis are absolutely dominating. There was nothing UCF was able to do, and the supports just came in with the ultimates at the right time. Luna Snow with the Fate of Both Worlds to keep, to even it out with the other Luna Snow ult, and then as soon as those ended, the invisible boundary goes down, and there was nothing UCF was able to do. We even saw, the Punisher, trying to take some shots and do something, but it's like they can't see anything. Oh, the heals are coming in from the boundary, and UH was just able to take advantage and find the kills.
And I just kind of have to agree with you with the Psylocke pick. It just felt like it was a little too late, and you just don't have the team up, right? That's like the usually what you would do when you have the Magneto, but your anchor is gone. It was striked away. So we'll have to see what the adjustments are. The Eternals should have their portal up by now, despite how they were able to kind of just win that in record time. I'm curious to see if the Knights will be able to adjust their game plan, because honestly, that portal just seemed to disrupt everything, and Eternals are going for it again.
We do have the Knights playing a Doctor Strange of their own, and they're going to have Histandium go over to a Cloak and Dagger instead of what they were playing previously. So that's going to be interesting coming into this next round.
Yeah. And a higher placed portal means that the Hulk can't dip back in. Instead, going to utilize that ult. Has it ready to go and providing a huge amount of distraction. And the Luna Snow, the Fate of Both Worlds, finally popped out. Forced on the defensive end, but the Eternals have the positioning power, but they are down in the player count. Trying to go ahead and get that mid going. Ult alight, and here comes another ult time. Humankind is gonna strike it down and finds a double kill, a miracle ult by Waisasi, and Eternals just fall apart like dominoes.
The Meteor M was ginormous, Wolfe. Not only did it find the kills, but Dr. Tallis was in the middle of the Rage of Ultron. So that's an ult down the bank. 2 ults, 3 ults used in that fight from Eternals, and the Knights have control of the point and a lot of ultimates in their back pocket. They have themselves in a really good position.
What a disaster economy in the ult section. 3 check marks on the Knights just means go, as Eternals just forced to kind of hold it out there. Does have the Eye Agamotto ready to go if you can find it, but a huge support all popped in by Korgadon, and finding and tracking down this team up from the Stark Protocol. It just provides so much utility and so much damage, and just keeping Eternals out, walled out. Dr. Tallest also falls as Waisasi continuing on with this reign of terror, and the Knights doing an amazing job holding it on with this fundamentals. But Eternals, they've got the ults now. I'm curious to see what the play is to try to go ahead and break the defense of the Knights, because so far, their shield is up and their sword is just striking down, and the shield was popped, so they know they can get a free of Agamotto, and it just completely wipes out the Eternals.
Absolutely disruptive was Barack Gaming on the Doctor Strange. And the best part about this, the icing on top, is they're winning these fights with single ult commits. So they're able to hold on to 4 to be able to combat these 5 ults that the Eternals have. So their ult rotation from the Knights is looking top tier.
We're able to get it out. We'll see what the Eternals can do. Lots of ults in the bank, and they have to make a move. Here it comes. Magneto ult does not find anyone, and the Eternals still can't even find their way in. This immense defensive work by the Knights with their positioning stayed together. Maximum Pulse barely finds its mark, but that's all that matters. And Agamotto is also popped in the background. This brawl is continuing as Fate of Both Worlds is going to go ahead and bring a stop. But once the red light is over, it's green. And we're going to see Luna being able to find someone out there with the Iron Man going down. That's a DPS player. And as well as the Knights slowly dripping off and slowly falling down as the Eternals are able to finally break it through in the overtime. But they had to use almost all of their resources to make it in. But the Knights not looking too good on the ult economy either.
Yeah, it's going to be an uphill battle for the Eternal to be able to win this, but we should be able to have... Oh, with this teleporter, you're going to have the Eye of Agamotto advantage for this next fight. You're going to have to be very careful if you're Houston.
Here it comes. Did it find anyone? I don't think so. And a huge blunder on the ult. Will it matter? However, here comes the counteract. The shield was just in time, but was only protecting himself as Barack Gaming, trying to find some way to do it. But it's gonna be Poop Dog 01 with a team up with Dr. Tallest, able to sweep it up the double flyers, being able to put in a double time, securing it out there in Eternals, prevent that little scramble from the Knights working.
That's what you needed from Scully, was to be able to outplay Barack Gaming in that fight with the Eye of Agamotto, and they did exactly that. However, UCF Knights coming in with the Rage of Ultron, with that Meteor M, with that Pulse Cannon, it's going to be hard to match this, but the Invisible Boundary might be able to do a lot for the Eternals.
Rage of Ultrons on both ends, they have to be really good. This is going to be the supporting factor of this one. It's a double kill for Summoning Demon, and it turns into a triple. Poop Dog finally gets it out with the double of their own. Both DPS just fighting tooth and nail to try to find their way into it. Look at the invisibility set up on here as the Hulk takes the more defensive route, as the Knights once again fighting it back. Barack Gaming finally takes down this Iron Man, this huge pest in the works, and the portal is up. We're gonna see a huge scrap that could determine this set on this map. And look at this, a huge... Oh my goodness, Poop Dog! 01, 601. I don't like saying the huge tag, but I love seeing that huge play, right?
Yeah, I was about to criticize the fact that he died with that ultimate, but the portal coming in to be able to set up that play, that's 4 kills for the Eternals. Overtime ensues. The problem is the point was flipped, so there's still percentage to be gained for the Eternals, so the Knights should have one more opportunity, one more crack to try and flip this point and try and send this to a map number 3.
The key thing is the Eye of Agamotto's on both ends. And the first one that got pulled, here comes the pulse shot. It doesn't find its mark, and Poop Dog gets a double kill. And Scully as well, taking it out. It's just gonna be an Eternal sweep. And Knights, despite having everything, lose it all.
Wow, what a first map from both of these teams. University of Houston Eternals able to win map number 1 and set themselves up very well in this series, but it's only one map. If you're the Knights, I mean, that series, first map, I'll admit, maybe a little bit of a warm-up. Eternals kind of dominated, but that second map was extremely close. I'd say the only thing that really made a difference and turned things around was it felt like Eternals got better value out of their teleporters with the Doctor Strange. Like, it felt like in that first fight, they had the higher up portal and they're able to clean sweep, but that portal at the end to go behind them when they weren't expecting it and set up that pulse cannon triple kill. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. perfect timing on your end, because you were just like, well, why die with ult? This is such a huge moment, and was just sneaking it in there. And the damage charts reflect this: 21k damage. The closest one in that department is 15k. Not even that. You gotta reach for a little bit more. And huge plays on the Eternals end. I know their coach and managers, Mr. Tellis and R2RO, are definitely happy about what they just saw.
Poop Dog seems to be the big dog on the playground right now.
Top dog.
Absolutely great plays coming out from both teams, as the Knights gonna have to go back to the drawing board a little bit. I think, Summoning Demon did great as well on the Iron Man. It's really hard when Poop Dog is just having a game like that. I mean, it doesn't matter how well you're doing when Poop Dog's finding triple kills constantly with those pulse cannons. I do, wonder long term is like, I like the Luna Snow. Obviously, both teams are running it, but I'm not sure how I feel about, like, say, a Cloak and Dagger versus like the Invisible Woman. I definitely think the Invisible Woman finds a little bit more value. I think the Ultimate's is a little bit better. So I feel like maybe some support changes could be in play for UCF.
Yeah, I mean, Invisible Woman staying true, not too much on the highlights area, but did perfect background work, which is able to get those heals and get those when necessary. And like I said earlier, I may not like him, but I respect the play with Dog 601. I just didn't really imagine myself in my commentator career to yell that out with a victorious tone. But here we are. That's the beauty of it. We're get to see at the NBC Summer Marvel Rivals. I just have to respect it out on there. And Ray, I was just like, Eternals. You just saw their day one player, just like, wow, this is literally the Gamma with the triple. And then you watch the portal at the start, and you're like, okay, well, it's not going to work. You can just respond to, Doctor Strange saying, I'm opening a portal at the end. Everyone's got ears. And then you just watch them utterly just dominate and just consume UCF Knights, just putting them to chaos. And I'd really love to just be able to get like a sneak peek of the comms on Eternals end, because their team coordination just seems so on point.
Oh yeah, you can't, have that TP pulse cannon play without having absolute comms. But when you get to these levels of Marvel Rivals, when you're in the collegiate scene and stuff like that, that's going to be expected. They're practicing every day. They're setting up plays like this. They're making sure comms are top tier. I have no doubt in my mind. The big question is, going forward in these band and protect phases, is, despite, both teams having pretty good Ironmans, I mean, that was so dominant from Poop Dog. Do we see a targeted ban toward them and try and get them to play something else instead?
I mean, the thing is that I felt like both Iron Man players were able to pop off there. I just felt like the Eternals was able to eke out in their team up. It just felt like Poop Dog and as well as Dr. Tallis, their synergy together using the Stark Protocol was just able to win out on the end. Because honestly, Dr. Tallis did get a pentakill, the 5 kill markers with that character, and was able to do so well with it. And we're going to see that the selection was the Hall of, from the Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda, Hall of Djalia. I hope I said that right.
So that's going to be the Convergence map, I believe. Mm-hmm. So that it's actually one of my, ironically, I get a lot of hate for saying it's one of my favorite maps in the game.
Hot take?
Yeah, I maybe, but I think it's going to be a great time. I do think the first point defensively, when you're trying to first gather that payload, can be extremely tough to get offensively, but it's also just going to be a flyer's dream. It's just open skies everywhere. Johnny's, Iron Man's, Ultrons, they're gonna have a great time on this map. Storms.
Oh yeah. I mean, you could say Null's Essence. You could say that's my favorite map, and then that would be, not even a hot take. That's just a lava steaming, and everyone's just gonna get mad at you. That's rage baiting. There we go. That's the better term for it. That's rage baiting on here, and we'll have to see what these players were able to do on here. Yeah, do we know what was banned? That is correct, but I'm interested to see the Iron Man. Are we going to see more Stark Protocol with the Iron Man? Because I mentioned it earlier that both of them are getting huge values at it. It just felt like Poop Dog's Iron Man was on an entirely different level. How many multi-kills did we see on that DPS pick? It was just amazing.
Yeah, I think, now that they've been able to feel each other out a little bit, that's where when we enter this next map, the ban and pick phase is going to be that much more interesting, because now this is where, okay, we've seen what you're good at. Now we can look to say, Poop Dog, you were just too good. We're going to target ban you. But I mean, it's all going to depend when the protects come up as well for each team. So it's going to make things very exciting. But because University of Houston was able to win that first map, we don't know what was banned by Houston, but UCF picked Brennan DeShalia. Or I mean, Hall of DeShalia. I'm sorry.
There we go. So both the teams, like you said earlier, were able to feel each other out. I don't know. It really felt like the Ironmans, both of them with their gameplay, it just felt so good. And I honestly just didn't really like the Hulk pick, in my opinion. I hate being kind of critical about that one. I just didn't see too much value that was being seen there, especially with no team ups as well.
I mean, both teams were playing Hulk. So it's like, the thing is too, for the University of Houston, they were also playing Invisible Woman. So, I mean, you could sit there and play the Thing and get that team up, you know, if that's the case. But I mean, it's working. The Hulk and Doctor Strange are always going to have good synergy. I know a lot of it was because of the team up in the beginning, but I still think they go pretty well. You know what I mean? Doctor Strange is really good at being able to hold down that front line with the big shield, and it allows Hulk to be a little bit more aggressive, get in there, get a little aggro, be able to use that shield more selfishly, and then be able to jump out and have the protection from the Doctor Strange if needed.
Yeah, I'm still just like remembering that perfect play on that second part of the map where they just heard Doctor Strange's shield just get shattered, and they just instantly were just like, we're gonna go with Eye of Agamotto and just get a full team wipe. And I'm pretty sure that was Knights Academy who were able to do that play against the Eternals when they first held on to that point. Really, I just gotta commend Eternals like mental. Like after that happening and not being able to touch the point at all, I would have been like really down on it, but they just kind of reverse swept that situation.
Okay, just a little bit of update. I was a little bit mistaken. So going forward, there won't be map bans. It'll just be they get to pick whatever map they want. So yeah, so it was just we're going to Hall of DeJalia, which is great. Again, I think the big question is just going to be after seeing how that first map went, what adjustments do we see from the side of UCF? Because if I'm Houston, we just kind of dominated you on that first map, and the second map was a little closer, but we still won. I'm not looking to change anything unless you force me to. Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it is the old adage.
I expect to see, kind of the same bands of the characters. We'll have to see what the reactions are on the other end as we hop right into it with the Eternals and the Knights. Emma already taken away. They really don't like that character, huh?
Yeah, which is interesting. Both teams seem not like, and again, the Ultron getting protected. I mean, no surprises there. That Ultron Iron Man combo was so strong. And once again, they're continuing to ban the Magneto.
And
I mean, for UH, I think you're looking at it and you're like, we don't really need it. We didn't need it to beat you in the last round, so that's fine. Is they're going to also protect their Magneto as well. I mean, it's looking very similar to how the last ban and protect phases went.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm not a huge fan of that. I really want to see some adjustments on the Knight's end, but it looks like that will not be the case as Loki already hovered as a ban, and both sides go ahead and respect it. We'll have to see what the safe pick is there, and it's going to be Luna Snow.
I guess you can make the argument, if you're UCF, that last map was so close. It was just a big time portal pulse cannon play that really ruined things, and we'd be going to map number 3. So maybe they feel like they don't have to shake it up too much. But again, as we see, again, literally the exact same ban and protect phases we had, which means likely we're going to see Luna Snow protect here from the side of UH.
Yeah. We'll see what the decision is, and you are right, Ray. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Or is it going to be... Yeah, they're thinking about the Iron Man. And honestly, okay. I don't like hovering that, because it does kind of give away your hand. So I wouldn't be surprised if Knights' response is to just strike it and say, like, hey, let's not deal with it, and take away the team up as well. That would be the best choice in my opinion. I'm hoping to see, Ray, if they're going to go ahead and mimic that.
Yeah, I think it would be a wise decision, but it looks like Punisher was the final ban, which is surprising considering, as you mentioned at the top of this, Punisher is one of the more punishing heroes to go up against Flyers, and they're just taking that away from Houston. I mean, maybe they're hoping to play Flyers themselves, and they're trying to tell Houston, like, you're going to have some trouble taking down our Flyers, but as we're seeing the teams line up, it doesn't look like that. It looks like they're going to go full sail into trying to stop the Flyers by playing a Punisher and a Winter Soldier.
And Poop Dog did get their Black Panther banned away last time, I do believe, so was able to get their hands on it this time. We'll see what they can do with this one. And I was just kind of nervous about the hover. I feel like that's like a really bad decision to make because you're literally just showing a little bit of your hand and like giving the other team a reminder. But no punish on it. Instead, the punish will be, banned out there with the Punisher. And we'll see what Summoning Demon can do on this DPS, one of the more common ones, especially in this meta, to take care of the Flyers. But we do see a Groot. Do the Eternals have a back pocket with the Wolverine? Because we even know what a menace that character can be.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting seeing the Black Panther come out, especially on his, home turf map. They will have the TP
Portal,
available to set themselves up in a very good position. I mean, tends to always be you always come to the high ground area or, put yourself in the point. He's got to make sure it's a good spot. There we are.
Yeah. And they're going to go ahead and instantly, Histonium just gets devoured by the pack. And a Frozen Hulk ain't gonna do you no favors as the scrapping continues. Knights looking real healthy on it, but the Ludus though does go down. Poop Dog with the dive, successful one as well. Bruce Banner is out, and the Knights are desperate to try to hold on. Look at this damage coming in from this Groot, able to get the knockout and continue it on. The Eternals plan slowly falling apart as the Knights are able to get those heals in at a crucial moment, Ray.
Yeah, we do see the Cloak and Dagger coming in. The Punisher trying to punish with this turret form, but it's not going to get the kills as we see pressure trying to be applied by the front line of the UCF Knights. As we see Poop Dog coming in, he finds one.
Finds Antro, a huge pick on the support and lots of damage on all of them, and survives. It's a huge portion of it. And keep in mind that Old Timer 77 and ready to go. Here comes the dive, finds the Punisher as well. Summoning Demon gets taken out, and as well as why Saucy. My goodness, Poop Dog, I guess this is why the Knight struck out that Black Panther, because what a menace being able to use this assassin.
My goodness, a good Black Panther can absolutely terrorize your comp lobbies, and it's terrorizing this collegiate organized play lobby. Like, sometimes I like to always, in my head, I like to cope. I'm like, no, this is just the chaos of comp, and, Black Panthers thrive on it. No, we're seeing it in organized play. Poop Dog is going crazy.
And here comes another dive again, ult ready to go. Finds so much damage, Tremble before you, but instead it's gonna be Poop Dog trying to Tremble, gets away, barely does so. Surviving it out there, no kills, but no trade. Here it comes again. Is yelled out there. Here comes Winter Soldier. We need to see these huge resets. They were defined one. Ivagamotto there. Here comes again. Once more, Winter Soldier putting in the work, putting in the labor, but gets taken out there. Dr. Tallis puts a stop to this one. And Dr. Tallis with a double kill as well. A scrappy fight, and the Eternals pull ahead.
Yeah, despite 3 ults being thrown into that fight by the Knights, the Eternals, on the back of a huge Eye of Agamotto from Scully, able to make it happen, and they still kept their fate of both worlds for this next fight. But Saucy can literally just counteract that with that Meteor M.
We'll have to see what happens. Here comes the show. It's established up, and we are just the audience. No, it's the counteract with it. Keep an eye on this Magneto. Here comes the Thing. Doing what the best as they can in the disruption game in this team fight. Both them into so much of the chaos, and we're seeing an ult thrown out there. A huge pick by Rivets. Here comes the Pulse. Does it find its mark? Yes, it does. Summoning Demon snuffs out Cuddle Snuffles in, as well as the other support. Finally gets taken down by Scully, but Cordodon finally able to even out, and they're great shots on Dr. Tallis too. Plucking the wings off of them and able to execute out there. Why don't you go ahead and take it out there. Yeah, there we go. Signs of Overwatch, Ray. I think you recognize what they were trying to do.
Yeah, I mean, getting off the Punisher and going to the Iron Man, having that extra flyer in the sky, especially like when you're not running any kind of hit scan capabilities for UH. So because of that, you're relying heavily on like your Doctor Strange to shoot at them, or your Ultron to be able to go after the enemy flyers, while you still have a Winter Soldier who can find picks off of these flyers. So it relies heavily on Corginon to be able to do that, but he came through in that last fight.
I'm really scared about this flank here. It comes, huge amount of damage, finds the kill on the support. Does get traded out on there, but the DPS for support could be huge. Eye of Agamotto, but a perfect reaction by the Winter Soldier. A huge usage of the ult as a dodging mechanism, but does it even matter as Eternals continue on with their reign of terror and destruction, completely dismantling and peeling off the armor of the Knights.
Yeah, not a bad time bank coming in the second point. It only cost them 3 of their ultimates, so it didn't, decimate their ult economy either. So I think UH is going to feel pretty good. Histonium coming back on that Clover Dagger will have that eternal bond for this next fight. So it should be hopefully a team fight win for Houston, given all they're going to have is the Rage of Ultron.
Oh my goodness, but look at the Knights trying to find their way out of it. Here comes the Age of Ultron. But it does get counteracted. This show is for everyone, doesn't matter. See, Tall's just getting in. Eternals just need to back up and respect what the Knights have, and they've got nothing to almost respond with. They do have Luna Snow. And here it comes. Out, poor timing on the clobbering time. Puts the snooze button on that one. And a great timing. Here comes the pulse. It just gets canceled out, unfortunately. So no signs of life of that one, and staying alive just barely. Even the Invisible Woman being able to put her work in it. A double kill for Scully.
Just over 2 minutes left on the clock for the Eternal to get this payload across the finish line, and their Hulk is going to be able to get back into their Hulk form. Great job, Agamotto!
Just massacres them. Not the kills I'm looking for just yet. A little delayed. No one actually able to survive. Poor timing on that one. And a huge missed opportunity, but does it matter? Look at that payload still moving on. Kale comes in for Scully. A huge Eye of Agamotto. Just doesn't find their ward you're looking for. But Luna being able to get anticipated on here. Great stuff using with the double kill. Look at this slaughter coming in as the stall attempts are coming out there. Magneto will be going down quite shortly, as well as the Thing. And with no ults available on the Knights, it's going to be Eternals with a messy little sweep at the end, but it does secure a nice, clean 3-0 capture progress.
And 1:34 on the clock isn't too shabby either. I mean, we talked about kind of the misplay. I mean, it was a great Eye of Agamotto, but I wouldn't say necessarily misplay, more like miscommunication. Like, it felt like, they called, either he went for it and didn't call it, or the team wasn't quick enough to react to it. But at the end of the day, they were still able to make it happen. I mean, that was ridiculous. Scully, despite, the Eye of Agamotto going the way it did, just using the combo of hitting the triad, doing the whip, the triad, the whip, and then doing the explosion to finish them off. It was just very well played mechanical skills on that Doctor Strange. So really curious to see no changes coming out from UH. You're going to continue to have Poop Dog on this Black Panther, which no surprises here. I mean, so it didn't feel as, explosive and as dominating as we saw the Iron Man on map number 1, but on maps like where you're trying to capture a payload and get things, get points and get them across the finish line, finding an early pick, even if you trade out, especially on supports, is huge. And they were finding that on the Black Panther.
Yeah, Poop Dog just saying, I'm going to be more of the disruption. It's going to be really up to Scully, and Scully does step up to the plate. We saw perfect usage of the animation cancels with the melee, the whip. We'll see what the response is. And Knights actually gonna go ahead and pull out Venom. Nice little pick. Usually accompanied by a dive, but I'm not really seeing that out on here. We've got the old duo from Frank, as well as the Winter Soldier with Bucky, as they both go ahead and exchange each other in the middle. No immediate portal that Eternals usually likes doing, but here comes Black Panther.
Yeah, and they're doing a great job with their Hulk being able to provide that shield to him as well. So it's allowing Poop Dog to just be extremely more aggressive with those dives and didn't find picks that time, but it's been working out for him.
Yeah, and able to continue on there. Look at this. Trying to find desperately as Korgadon surviving just barely with just a sliver of health. And looks like the cleanup crew is coming in. Cleanup on aisle 7. As Scully and
they found one. They got Poop Dog, but it doesn't matter. Poop Dog's going to be back fast. It's going to take a while for UCF to even regroup and get ready for a next fight anyway, as we do see Barack Gaming going to go over to the Thing now. So they've definitely abandoned, that Venom, which we were both kind of perplexed about. Didn't really, you need to go full stop dive if you're going to play Venom. Thing can do a little bit better of helping out the team in the front line and still go for little mini dives.
Yep. And here comes Poop Dog. You can see on the left side, and it seems like the Eternals don't see it coming. The flank can be huge. Here comes from Dr. Tallis, announcing their presence with this ult. Scully does go down, but the damage is just huge. Don't need Tony Stark for this one. It's going to be a massacre as Eternals continue on as the Knights turn tail and run, trying to desperately make it back into the respawn, and not all of them make it back as Barack Gaming gets staggered out. And the Knights, they just look perplexed, right? They've just got no answer to Eternals.
And folks, that just shows you the power of Ultron, even without the Iron Man. Able to sit there with the Rage of Ultron and absolutely dominate. And it plays well with the synergistic of the Invisible Woman, because you can throw up those barriers, as we're seeing right now, and just give them protection in the sky. It's, it's again, very well played. University of Houston looking top tier.
Yep. They're going to try to continue on. Poop Dog going in deep. That's a pick. And they've got something to work with as the Knights going in. That's a hole. The Eye of Agamotto does not find anyone. I thought he just missed up on the time, but here comes the show time. And it looks like the Knights will finally rake on through. Eternals defense finally falls, but that's so much time burned.
Yeah, Final Judgment able to be that cherry on top, but as you mentioned, they're going to have just over a minute after capping that, so they're going to have just under 4 minutes time. Is at this second point, it's always cappable, but it's the point where you can drain so much time off of the clock. And Eternals did a great job. They saved their ultimates. They still have 3 to work with. I think they're going to be in a good defensive position.
Oh, and a defensive up, ult forced out there as they're just trying to get away. Eternals stampeding on forward. Invisible ult does go down, and Dr. Tallis holding on to their ult as well. Ultron ready to go, but just waiting for the team to just kind of make it on back. Looks like Rivens will be able to get a huge pick on the Invisible Woman, and Dr. Tallis pumping out the DPS. Dr. Tallis just uncontested in disguise and maneuvering around perfectly. This Winter Soldier and his Punisher not being able to execute this flyer, and they pay for it. But whoa, a huge move by Scully gets traded out on there. Was able to get a pick of their own as the Eternals fall a little bit. A huge ult moving on forward, but no one to follow up. Korgadon trying to go huge with the Superman play, but the kryptonite of Dr. Tallis just kicks into full gear, and the Eternals just push the Knights back.
There's also a huge barrier placed by Cuddle Snuff of University of Houston, completely blocked off the impact of the Kraken impact. No kills found. Back you go to the spawn room now, Knights, as they are trying to look for a new way in. As we see aggression coming out from University of Houston. They're playing all the way up. They're not even looking to play on the payload. They're trying to just not allow them to take any kind of space.
Yep, and Judge, Jury, Executioner executed that. That's a huge pick on Dr. Tallis. Dr. Tallis was definitely able to get their ult in time throughout that fight. The Eye of Agamotto gets popped. It finds 2 crucial targets, and they just execute the DPS. Punisher, Summoning Demon, gets taken out. A Barack Gaming falls to the Invisible Woman Pulse. But this scrap fighting that's occurring right now, their Eternals are happy to continue on. Their Eye of Agamotto's ready. I'm excited to see what this one will do. As I tentatively wait for it, just hold on to it for now. The Eternals definitely have to call that one out there. I think this fight will be determined how well why Saucy is able to execute this ult.
Oh
my.
They're able to find it, but the healing from the Rage of Ultron.
No follow-up with it. No accompanying damage in the Rage of Ultron. Just continues on with an Iron Fist, and look at this one. I don't see no brawler on here as trying to just get away, disappear indeed, buy some more space, and the Eternals respect it. I'm loving this discipline from these players on their Poop Dog. Stacking up a little bit on, but Scully's got an Eye of Agamotto, and it can go huge as both can be able to trade it out on here. Has good positioning as well, but Poop Dog able to get it online here. Look at this. Something game does go down. Eye of Agamotto does find no one, however. Scully Kid was able to find it, thankfully, on this support as the fight just continues on. But look at this. Just push them back. Ray, look at what the damage has been done.
Yeah, 30 seconds left on the clock for the Knights to be able to keep their hopes alive on their map pick. As we now see a TP play.
No way.
We see this from the Eternals every time.
Oh, please.
Always been huge. What are they doing?
Please. Yes. It's gonna work. No, I thought they went through the other portal. I thought they were able to trick it out there, but it wasn't in time. I got excited for nothing, but instead it's gonna be a desperate play on the Knights end, as they're going to go ahead and just get the brawl up in the top center. But look at the clock. Look at the clock right now. 0 seconds. It's going to be overtime and lots of ults to be ready to go. Why Saucy has the Eye of Agamotto. It's going to be summoned out there, but it finds essentially nobody. And the Eternals at this point just going to go ahead and just sweep it up, Ray.
Domination is the name of the game on the second map. You know, we talked about how on the first point, on domination, actually, that the first point extremely dominated by the Eternals, but the second one was very close, 99 to 99. This map felt like it was always in the pocket of the Eternals from the drop. They were able to take the payload extremely quickly, able to end up capping all three with relative ease, minute and a half still on the clock, and they're able to stop the Knights before they even get to second point. The University of Houston Eternals are trying to show us that they are the favorites in this Group B, especially after beating Georgia Tech, who gave UCF their first loss.
Yeah, what a way to show it off. Dr. Tala stepping up to the plate, and as well as Scully being able to get those huge amounts of damage in huge amount. Look at that pentakill on Scully's end, being able to reflect what Doctor Strange can do. And Riven's fantastic work on the Hulk with this disruption. It just felt like at the beginning, the Eternals were able to just reflect off on that momentum, and that long stretch of lane that you talked about earlier for that second point is just a death sentence. Even the Eternals on their attacking end had trouble with it.
Yeah, we even saw Histodium go over to the Invisible Woman like I kind of expected that to happen. And they played the thing with it, so they still had that damage reduction and extra overhealth, but it still wasn't enough. It felt like, Poop Dog, who absolutely dominated on the Iron Man in the first map, who now swept over the Black Panther, had their moments of popping off and found picks, but this really highlighted just how much work Dr. Tallis was doing on the Ultron and the amount of work Scully was getting done on the Doctor Strange. He missed a good amount of his Eye of Agamotto's, but it was just about building up, that power and then releasing it and finding the picks and just unleashing so much damage. Doctor Strange in the blink of, look at that. Most damage in the lobby at 24,000, or most damage on his team.
Yeah, being able to expel that
Actually, in the lobby. I was right, in the lobby.
Yep. Expelling that dark magic just does wonders for it. And they pick the Spider Islands. And I was so sad to see why Saucy's portal not get interrupted by Scully, because they had it. Like, they had the portal trick ready to go to kind of cut it off there. And I got really excited. I got super excited because I thought I was about to see a team wipe kill, because they had no time to really think about it. But unfortunately, yeah. I was just looking for it. I unfortunately got denied of that one, but they are still able to get that win, Ray, and the Eternals just look unstoppable.
And they put themselves on match point, and to come in against, one of the higher seeded teams in UCF and, be up 2-0 in kind of dominating fashion. It's got to be a huge statement to this entire Group B that Houston may be the ones to beat. And to the other groups, when they enter that 16 stage tournament next week, you got to watch out for the Eternals. As we mentioned, what is our third map, and it could be our final map. We'll see what happens, but UCF has decided to take us to Spider Islands.
Yep, real interested to see how that will work out there. This is going to be the convoy map of selection. So Max to the wall, as my goodness, the Eternals, just living true to their name. They seem to be eternal right now, and oh my goodness. Like, I just don't know what the Knights can really do to try to find some way to stop it, because it just feels like that when Poop Dog is like not on the Iron Man, they're just more on the disruptive assassin style with Black Panther, and then Dr. Tallis just steps up to the plate and says like, "Hey, I'm going to be this hybrid DPS player with the support." And Eric Appleson and Cuddle Snuffles just respond saying like, "Yes, we're going to go ahead and just go with the triple support, being able to take care more of the healing ends." And that's exactly what happened. And Scully XD, I should be saying, on this Doctor Strange seems to be unstoppable. I really want the Knights to kind of change up their bans to try to target some members of Eternals, because they have to find some way to stop someone on that team.
I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, again, it is on the earnest of the side of UCF to make some sort of change. They can't come back. I feel like you can't come back and do the same ban pick phase again. Like, you got to take away, maybe you take away the Ultron. I mean, Dr. Tallis absolutely dominated that second, Mr. Tallis, I'm sorry, dominated that second map. So, maybe you look to do that, especially like the Black Panther wasn't as dominating, so I feel like you don't have to worry about it as much. To me, priority number one, get that Ultron off the field.
Yeah, 100%. Like, you just need to get rid of it. Dr. Tallis is just seems to be unstoppable. Doctor Strange, you can target it, but honestly, it's just that you just need better team coordination to work against it. And as well as the fact that I'm just still more so, kind of confused on the end of the Magneto, right? They've just made that a huge priority and then not really surrounded themselves with a comp that Magneto will be able to really thrive in. And, we barely got to see the Magneto at all during that kind of map stage.
Yeah, that's going to be the big question, because I felt like even at points that the Winter Soldier had its moments. Like, we saw him taking out some of those flyers in the sky, especially the Ultron. But even the Punisher at moments, we saw the Final Judgment coming through, but when they were playing it together, they never found the synergy they needed, where they ended up forcing and having to go over to an Iron Man. So I don't know. It feels like they're trying a bunch of things and nothing has stuck so far, but I like the effort being made, essentially. Like, I'm just glad they're not rolling out on the same thing, hoping things are going to go better.
Yep, and we're going to go ahead into a quick little break, give both teams some time to decide. Eternals on match point, doing fantastic so far. We'll be going on to the Spider Island. This is the next stage break. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
What do you make of this up here? Just showed up in the yard a couple days ago.
Dog big thing in here?
I don't think so, dude. That goes way down in there. Seriously, did you just lose your meat stick?
Yeah.
Oh, no. There's something in there, dude. Just leave it.
Are you kidding me?
We'll just head to this. Just leave it.
The hell with that.
Yeah, there's something in there.
Thank you.
It was worth it.
Oh, what an awesome day for a pump, dude.
Yeah, I gotta take it easy. Doc says if I exert myself, I will die.
You overexert yourself, you will die.
I'll tell you what, you finish the workout, all these could be yours. That looks good. A little bit of honey ham for the ham. Get after it, and that's your, get after it, and that's your treat. Do the exercise, do the work, then you get the reward. That's how this works, man. You gotta give it max effort, maximum effort. That's what I'm talking about, big hams. Make it work, those hams. Work, putting in the work. Yeah, baby, yes. Dude, this is a spicy workout. Make it worth it. Building the beef and bringing home the bacon, baby. I'm loving it. Teriyaki is just about within your reach. Come on, get you something. Come on. Maximum effort. Maximum effort. You're there. You're almost there.
That's so worth it.
supposed to say?
It doesn't matter. He's dead. He ain't listening to you anyway.
I'm hungry.
No. Put it away. I can't put it. Oh, crap. Just reach in. You gotta pull it. Just grab it. Just take it out of his hand. What do you mean you can't?
Don't let go.
What do you mean you won't let go? He's dead.
Help me. Get in there.
Now just hold on.
Make him let go of it. No, I got you. Just go in for a hug. Go and get on in there. It's a bad loss. Yeah, hug him up. Hug him up.
On the other side.
Go.
I can't do it.
Help me, Lord. Help me get over this loss.
I can't breathe.
Hey, I can't breathe. I'm so upset. I can't breathe. Stop. You knock on wood so they go to heaven. It's like a lucky.
Get the stick.
Welcome on back, everyone, here to the NECC Summer Marvel Rivals of week number 4. We just saw the Eternals just tear up the UCF Knights and currently sitting on match point. I am Close Special Zone Wolfe Scratch, and I am joined by ToTryHardRay. And Ray, we need to see some adjustments in this pick ban phase.
Yeah, here we go. Map number 3. It could be the final map. It will be Spider Islands, as we can see once again, the Emma Frost being the first ban. As once again, UH going to protect their Ultron. It's it's no surprise here. Tallest is absolutely obliterating the field with that.
Yep. And we're going to see what the response is. I like how the Knights this time are a little bit being slower on their pick ban.
I guess they didn't ban anything there. I don't know what happened. It looked like they were highlighting Loki for a second, and then it didn't happen. This is interesting. They're protecting Hela this time, which every other time Eternal has banned it. So maybe they have this Hela back pocket pick who can be used to go after some of these flyers. I mean, Hela can instantly kill a bunch of people.
Yeah, and apparently it killed their ban pick. Like, it just got executed. Did not come into time. Y'all got to be on point with it. And I love that from Eternals immediately responding, saying, we're going to ban that Loki. Not going to offer that team up unless you want to pick up Thor. And we'll see what the Knights are going to ban this time. They're hovering the Loki, just like what they did with their first one. Maybe they'll do it on time this time, as the Eternals going to go ahead and pick out their strike. And it's going to be the Magneto. I like that. Eternals responding, hey, the Knights have been really prioritizing Magneto with their pick, and then they keep safe. Let's go ahead and strike that out to make sure that you don't get a chance, as Emma Frost is going to be hovered as a secured pick.
And they're doing the same thing, looking like, again, protecting that Emma. No surprises there. The question is, where do the Knights look to go with this final ban? It seems they're being a lot more strategic this time around in what they want to do.
I like
and
this hover.
That is interesting. Yeah, banning out that Punisher who had some moments of flash on that previous map, so it's no surprise there. And then they're going to protect the Black Panther, which is leaving the possibility of banning an Emma Frost on the field, which
we'll see. Don't do the same thing. Honestly, just okay. Well, they're going to go ahead and secure it out on there with the Magneto. Strike away Eternals. Oh, was it Eternals do that? I don't know what's going on here. Mixed it up. We'll see what the decisions can be made, and both of them are selecting up on their heroes. Knights, backs against the wall in this series. Really need to make something happen to escape being able to have 2 losses under their belt, while Eternals just continue on happily, and hopefully we'll be moving on with their win streak intact after all of this has been going on. Scully on this Doctor Strange. Ray, we expected this one. Scully has just been fantastic on this hero.
Yeah, they're going to continue to have events on that Hulk, who, as you mentioned, was very disruptive. And you see Knights are going for more of a beefier defense with triple tank,
Moon Knight.
with the Thing, with the Penny Parker, and with the Groot. Interestingly enough, they're only going to go 1 DPS, and it's going to be a Moon Knight, which we haven't seen come out yet. The Hand of Khonshu's, is a great zoning ult. To be able to get, people off the point or put in a position to, force a team to rotate certain ways. But to me, a lot of his skill set, you just, shoot, his his little, Khonshu things he puts up.
Random BS go. That's what everyone's been kind of talking about with Moon Knight. And I'm a little scared about it because if you look on the Eternals end, they're saying like, hey, we have Black Panther, we're gonna keep safe, but we also still have the tried and true with Stark's protocol, and instantly Poop Dog just gonna go ahead and swing it on back with this Black Panther, putting in a disruption as the Knights do respond. And but the rocket goes down, and as well as the sweep coming in on the Eternals end, they're able to execute the Knights and slowly but surely being able to just shut them all down.
Yeah, they just have so much. I mean, we even saw Revents on this map, which I think is smart to go over to the Groot just because of the tactile nature of this map of being so, like, almost tunnel heavy, where it's like just a lot of straight alleyways. The walls can come in extremely heavily, as Revents is already going to have that strangling prison available, as we see summoning now going over to the Hela.
I agree. You need to shut it down and have some consistent DPS. And as well as the Winter Soldier bucking out to play, trying to find a good hook angle. Great shield timer by Scully. Not going to be fooled by that one at all. And Extermination is right. Dr. Talos has been so consistent on this Ultron, finding the damage out there, but it's just Chip at this point, opting for pulling. His Ribbons did go down. And this to keep your team alive. You have Knights doing that fantastic work, pushing the Eternals back. Shields up, the invisibility is up. Poop Dog finds a huge pick, and Andrew gets revived, but instead it's going to be the Eternals finding it out more. 2 down on the Knights end, and an ult does come down there. Ivan does find it, Spark the shield, desperately trying to save Lunastow, and Barack Gaming able to exit out with it. Eric will die for it, and instead Poop Dog switching off this Iron Man, and I do agree, I don't think that Black Panther will be getting much mileage, especially on this stage.
Yeah, I agree. I think, getting that Stark Protocol available as well as another Rage of Ultron available.
Dr. Talos is just so damn consistent and so damn scary on this Ultron. And look at that turntail and run. The Knights just trying to get away. They have no portal as well. And look at this. The Eternals establishing their dominance, establishing their territory. As Groot, once again, just chipping it out in there. And here it comes. Shuts it down with the wall. Can't get through, can't stall it out. What a huge micro play by Rivens.
Yeah, big play, because basically it's now a wasted ultimate. It's going to disappear. The trap will still be there, but they're just going to destroy it and look to play back a little bit more and a little bit more defensive, as the Cloak and Dagger healing is going to provide a lot of healing, but not enough. Korgadon goes down.
Does go down there, and great stuff shuts this one down. Strange saying hello as Scully knows the job was well done and eats a lot of damage. I have Agamotto. Ray, this could be huge. I'm so scared about what the Knights are going to be able to do with it. They're just going to have to wait for that shield to get snapped on Barack Gaming's end, as the Knights are just trying to reconsider and re-get together, but the Eternals doing fantastic work on establishing it. Here comes the ult.
Oh, they didn't find anything, but the Pulse Charge able to find what is the Cloak and Dagger sent back to the spawn room. One less healer on the board. Riven's able to finish things up, and that is looking like they might be getting a point cap here.
Oh my goodness, Knights are just getting steamrolled by the Eternals. No resistance, both supports hanging out by the payload. The Spiner gonna go ahead and find it on way. Rocket taking a bow out as we're seeing the Cloak and Dagger selected. It's going to be a triple support on the Knights end, responding to the sheer damage that the Eternals are pumping out on there. But Barack Gaming does go down. That's a huge pick and a mistake as the Eternals pounce on this opportunity, pushing the Knights all the way back essentially to spawn, as Poop Dog is able to find another kill on the support.
They're trying to get out, but Rivens again with a massive wall on this group, absolutely dominant. And just look at these Eternals. They're not even bothering with the cart, these tanks. They're just pushing the spawn room doors with all the confidence in the world. Ults in their back pocket. University of Houston wants to end this here and now.
Yeah, Houston got their horns out on here. They're working on that strange portal and strange shield. Whoa! Rivens takes way too much damage thanks to Cloak and Dagger being able to amp that damage up. Eternals realizing their ploy that they're in, backing out all the way back to the car, and the Eye of Agamotto didn't find its mark. It did on 1 or 2, and Dr. Toss and Coast Devils will go down there. Huge play on Barak Gaming's end with only 1 ult utilized. That's really good, and they're able to chase Poop Dog down there. Finally, some signs of life from the Knights.
Ironically, you know, it was only a 1 ult fight, but at the same time, I felt you probably could have cleaned that up without needing the Eye of Agamotto, but you'll take it if you're the Knights. It was only a 1 ult commit either way. And you still got a lot in your back pocket to continue to hold here. The Eternal Bond on this map specifically has actually been having a lot of throughput, so I'm excited to see what they do with it.
And look at this small corridor. This is where Hulk can really get so much work done, but so can the healing squad being able to get it out on their end. Saucy got separated, cut away from the other team, as we're seeing the ult once again. Scully gets down there, but the shield actually went down. Poop Dog gets executed off onto the side, so all of a sudden, a huge mistake, and the Eternals defensive ult gets in there. Here comes the Eye of Agamotto. It does find a mark, but no response just yet. Luna Snow dancing desperately, and it's gonna be a response, but it finds no one. Both Eyes of Agamotto's 2 eyes went down. The world's gone blind. Poop Dog once again finds a double kill at a crucial moment, but Summoning Demon is going huge right now with a double of their own. This team fight's getting really messy as Rivets does an amazing job executing on there, but Barak Gaming responds with a kill on the support instead, scrapping it on back. Look at the Knights and the Eternals putting it on here, but it's gonna be the Eternals eking it out at the end. And look at start per work, but it's on Knights, and we're gonna see Korgadon try to go huge with it, but Rivens actually able to land a final hit because of that Iron putting in so much work. But look at that, the Knights are just getting smothered by Eternals.
Yeah, and it feels like with the cart rounding the final corner, this might be it. I'm not sure if Aim's going to be able to, especially with this strangling prison, you can just keep so many people from touching. Eye of Agamotto now going to come out as well. Point cap. 56 seconds left on the clock, and University of Houston now has their win condition to take this series against the Knights, end up 4-0. All they have to do is stop the Knights from capping all 3 points.
Oh, small task ahead, but with big rewards or consequences, depending on their Eternals or the Knights. That spiel I went at the end, I'm sweating. There was so much action left and right, but the Eternals in their scrap game were able to just come up ahead. I think it's just the healing factor that the Invisible Woman was able to get in the clumps, and as well as the ult popped by Y-Saucy kind of separating themselves off on there, was able to just kind of, you know, not provide the right utility, but Summoning Demon really put in the stops, really did the most as they could with utilizing that Hela, got the damage down, got with good aim. Well, we'll see what the Knights can do to try to force it out there, and I think you can start it off by getting a really good read by pre-selecting Wolverine.
Doctor Strange, wow.
That's going to be the big question. I liked summoning on the Hela. I'm glad they protected it and had this available. We saw the pop-off moments. I see the potential in it, so I think you need to continue to play that. The question is, what other changes do you look to make? I don't think the triple tank was really doing them any favors, so I think it's smart for them to have Korgadon go over to this Wolverine. Wolverine can just be such a disruptor to these tanks of University of Houston, so that can help disrupt the front line.
Here comes Black Panther, the tried and true little pick from Poop Dog on the defensive end this time, so a little bit of adjustments need to be made, and the Knights letting themselves in through the front door by utilizing the sheer power of Groot. And as well as Johnny Storm being picked. Yeah, I wanted to mention this to you earlier, but because Johnny Storm wasn't banned away, I was expecting someone to get it, and Poop Dog does go down early. That is a huge pick to work with, but it's just an assassin, so we'll see what move that the Knights can make in this team fight. Lots of chaos with these brute walls coming in, providing the consistent DPS that we've seen that this character is capable of. Look at this, just scrapping one-on-one in melee range, but Rivens is able to find the kill on Barak Gaming, so a tank down is going to be huge consequences, and let's see what they can do, as Summoning Demon is also struck down by Dr. Fallen, as well as Scully. Eternals are fighting their way up as the Knights are just trying to make it back safely to no avail.
There's another great wall from Rivens coming in to secure those kills. As we see Poop Dog, who did obviously after dying on the Black Panther, goes back over the Iron Man, brings that Stark Protocol back into play, and they're just able to dominate the skies once again, strangling Prison.
And as well as the Eye of Agamotto, it just demolishes them.
Oh, you didn't even need that Iron Man ult, Poop Dog. That was just salt in the wound, my friend. And they absolutely clean up. You had that with your tank ults, but highlight play. Jarvis clipped that.
Jarvis, put that in my montage. And Poop Dog going in huge, being able to get it out. As once again, Poop Dog's so consistent with this. Johnny Storm just trying to get away from that beam, but it finds it all as Poop Dog. Once again, continuing on, and the Great Wall so with denied White Saucy the ability to go back to spawn. Scully and Rivens, the 2-tank dynamic duo, but the Rivens walls have been huge, right?
Yeah, I mean, that and these barriers being put up from Cuddle Snub as well for these flyers. I mean, they're literally sitting here holding spawn room doors. They only have a minute and a half left through the Knights to cap this first point.
Yeah. And honestly, at this point, Eternals just see Knights as cannon fodder to get more clips for their team video, and we're seeing it. Scully Kid calling out the GGs preemptively as well. It seems like there's no chance. A little bit of BM, but Korgadon doing the best Poop Dog impression with a nice little kill as well. Gets a quad as well. GG's called earlier, but the Knights were able to find some success. But Ray, look at the check marks on Eternal's end.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, that's the opening you're looking for if you're the Knights. You just use 3 ults, and Eternals only used 1. They're gonna have 5 to be able to come back with. So you have to hope to find maximum amounts of the value of the 3 ultimates you're going out, and they already TP and find a pick.
Yep, gets it with the ult. Here comes the prison. But the prison break is just right there. No one died, and extermination called out by Summoning Demon. Just keeping the team alive as Poop Dog once again so consistent with a double. As Dr. Talis comes in with the ultimate as well as Rivens. Able to get it out. Eternals just look so primed and secure to get this out there. The Knights, they have such little time to try to find some way to get this push to the point. But at this point, Eternal's gonna go ahead and resume it back there. Portal trying to be summoned up there. They're just desperately trying to keep it alive. And the denial by Scully. You can't summon that portal in front of me. I'm the master of the arcane magic arts. And Poop Dog with the snipe once again on the support. And it just seems like the Knights are just limping on forward to try to find some way to make this happen. And even they can't finish it off as Eternals. They just look too good.
They're able to get a touch just in time. Wall coming in to protect as the Wolverine slashes and gets Rivens, but is it too little too late? They're able to find more picks.
A double kill as well, trying to extend to a triple, but no passive available, so you're gonna die for that one. As the healing comes in, here comes Poop Dog. The double kill already on there. They have to find some way to shut it down around here as Eternals once again trying to find someone here. Maximum pulse to be able to heal as well, and it finds nothing as Quad comes into play for Poop Dog, trying to turn that into a Penta as well, trying to stall it out on here at the Knights. A desperate last stand, a desperate last choice for the Eternals. Once again, speaking true to this, Poop Dog gets finally the Penta kill as well on Antro, and the stalling continues into play. Has the ult ready to go. Maximum pulse utilized, not even necessary. Both of them destroying ults left and right. As the stalling is going in, the missiles can be launched, but there's no chance for the Knights. Eternals establish their kingdom with a slick defense.
And they're able to win this series over the UC Knights in a nice, clean 3-0. I talked about coming in this series. I wasn't exactly sure, based on how the games played out, how this would go. They had 2 common opponents. The Knights were able to take care of one team 3-0 out. Took Houston 5 to beat them. But then Georgia Tech, Houston 3-0'd them, and UC lost to them 3-0. But had been over 2 weeks since Houston had played Georgia Tech. It didn't matter. Houston came in, showed we are the big dogs of this division. This group runs through us.
Oh my goodness. Just the utter domination, the utter just destruction that this team of the Eternals is just able to put on for a show. And everyone just kind of got their chance to shine. Scully's so consistent on this Doctor Strange. Poop Dog, whether it's on the Black Panther or this Iron Man, is just a menace. Dr. Talis It's the age of Ultron, baby. Able to be so consistent, is the MVP collector for a damn good reason. And then Rivens on this group was able to get key walls to block off the attempts of the Knights. And let's not forget about the support squad with Aaron Appleson as well as Cuddle Snuffles. They're the ones who are not on the highlights list, but the background work to keep everyone else alive is huge, as you can see by their healing, 26,000 and as well as 20,000.
Legitimately, I was going to say, I felt like every map had a different person who really popped off. Map 1 felt like the poop dog story. Map 2 was all about Dr. Tallest and Scully. This third map, I felt like Rivens really showed their stuff on that Groot. Very impressive. The walls continuing to find people time and time again. So I feel like coming into the playoffs next week, University of Houston has to be one of those teams you have bookmark on your schedule. Like, wow, they're going to be a tough out.
Just a massacre. It's just a massacre on there, and just amazing stuff here by both teams. But it's just Eternals. They just seem to get better after every single map. They just seem to become stronger after every single map, and they continue to show their domination after every single map.
So once again, congratulations to University of Houston. That puts them at 4-0 in this group stage so far. For the Knights, I believe they're sitting at 3-2 or 4-2, something like that. So it's still a good schedule. It likely will probably get them one of those playoff spots anyway. So they've got to make sure that they continue and clean up the last game I think they have to do. But with that, that's pretty much going to wrap things up for us on this broadcast. I'd like to thank our producers and observers, Rhino Vod and Shavam. We could not do what we do if it wasn't for you guys presenting the pretty pictures that all the audience gets to see. And I'd like to thank all of you out there for tuning in and watching this series. I peeped in and chat a little bit. Seemed like we had a lot of Houston fans in the chat. So always nice to see you guys. And thank you, Wolfie Scratch, for joining me on this amazing broadcast, making our NECC Rivals collegiate debut. And with that, we will see you guys at another broadcast. And make sure to check the other streams, NECC 2, I believe, for the other matches that are currently going on. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Hey, do you the meat stick? Yeah, I got it. Hey, just hold tight for a second. They're moving the casket. Just hold tight.
Yeah, that's no worries. I got it.
Oh, man, this is incredible.
Wow.
Huh?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Hey, man, grab me a meat stick. I think I can reach it if I do a little more. Just let me go a little. I can't. Just a little more. I almost got it. Careful! Oh, God. No. Come on, just reach. Reach. Just grab my hand. Grab my hand.
Give me the meat stick. This other hand's closer. The one with the stick is... Oh!
What do you make of this up here? Just showed up in the yard a couple days ago.
Dog been digging in there?
I don't think so, dude. That goes way down in there. Seriously, did you just lose your meat stick?
Yeah.
Oh, no. There's something in there, dude. Just leave it.
Are you kidding me?
We'll just hit the house. Just leave it.
The hell with that.
Yeah, there's something in there.
Want one?
Thank you.
It was worth it.
Oh, what an awesome day for a pump, dude.
Yeah, I gotta take it easy. Doc says if I exert myself, I will die.
You overexert yourself, you will die.
I'll tell you what, you finish the workout, all these could be yours. That looks good. A little bit of honey ham for the ham. Get after it, and that's your, nope, get after it, and that's your treat. Do the exercise, do the work, then you get the reward. That's how this works, man. You gotta give it max effort, maximum effort. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Big hams. Make it work, those hams. Work. Putting in the work. Yeah, baby. Yeah.